I'm going to show you some footage now of the sunset. You can see the brown dwarf binary twin, Nemesis. So I'm going to show you this now. It's very important that you subscribers see this, and also the viewers that are all around the world. So here we go with the sunset, and you can see where the chem clouds are breaking up, and you can see the binary twin. Here we are. Here's the sunset, and the sunset has gone now. The sun has gone down, and there you can see on the left hand side, you can see the reflection from Nemesis. Nemesis is a binary twin. Our sun has a binary twin star. And also where you can see the chem clouds, the covering and the broken clouds as the hydrogen has been burnt from them. You can see there on the horizon that thick cloud that's covering Nibiru. Nibiru would be there to the right hand side. These heavenly bodies are here. They've been lurking in our outer solar system. They broke through the Kuiper belt and they headed our way. They are on the right side of the sun. The sun's gone down, but the thing is, though, you can see the reflection there of Nemesis, the brown dwarf star that's been around here 5 to 6 times before. It's caused so many problems. It's caused earthquakes, tsunamis, very high tsunamis of 600 and 700 miles an hour in speed that will cover the land. It's done this before, 6 times before. And also there's been great people that have studied Nibiru and the binary twin Nemesis and Hellion and the moons. They've studied them for many years. You've got Carlos Ferrada, fantastic guy in the past, where he was so into this and wanted the truth to come out to the public. But there again, government and media, the powers to be, just turned a blind eye and switched it all off. They didn't want us to know what was going on. And also as well, as I said before, in the 1980s, 1983, we had news media had actually brought out newspapers out and reported this, that the large heavenly body, which would be Nibiru, the brown dwarf star, on the other side of the Kuiper belt, on the regions of Pluto, that basically they shut that down. They shut that report down as a heavenly body lurking in the outer regions of the solar system. Many people still remember that. I've still got my news cut in on that. My granddad basically kept that report, and I've got that logged in a folder. So it's true. The news media basically slammed it down. Now they can't say anything. They're not allowed to. As again, I spoke to the BBC and I spoke to news media, and they just turn around saying nothing. They don't want anything to do with it. They just basically think that, as I said before, the chemtrails are just normal contrails. Nobody wants to say anything because they don't want mass panic. They don't want to lose their banking system, as I said, in their shops. People buying and spending and the tax. It's all being documented out there now, and basically we're being made a fool of. We're basically having our eyes covered. And also you can see there on the sea there, you can see the redness of the binary twin that's reflecting. We see this every morning, early hours, and we see it in the evenings. It's just checking out the different reflections. As I said before, I've learned how to study reflections, and it's just good to know that to try and get the right footage. As you can see on the right hand side of that thick cloud that's hiding Nibiru, you can see the reflection on the right from that, where it's you can see the redness, okay, and also you can see it's just blatantly there now as the sun's gone down. It's a crazy situation, and many people are looking up to the skies now to notice that we are being eclipsed, because every day now I do the videos on the webcams, and I show you that the yellowness is out there in the skies, and the darkness as well, as the simulator is basically covering us. It's basically causing our Earth to be dimmed, be darkened, because the Soho cameras, which I had an email off a kind gentleman today saying that they might be turning off the Soho cameras. We never know. We'll see what happens, because too much truth is being logged now on the channels. And it's just a situation now where we know that something is terribly wrong. I mean, you can see some reflection coming through from Nibiru, cutting through that chem cloud, that HAARP-trained CERN. They're all at it now, trying to cover the system, but you can see where the Nibiru is trying to get through there, the reflection. I just stress to everybody that this is a real event and it's going to happen. And we need to prepare. We really need to prepare and get ourselves sorted and prep, because I've got myself now huge amounts of bottled water, and I've got tin food and stuff and other things that will last a long time. We'll see if we survive this. We hopefully, maybe we will, because us humans are strong, as I said before. We can get through any sort of type of weather. We just have to see what happens. And as I said before as well about this presentation, I believe it's very important that we should do this. And I'll be looking for somewhere for us to have some sort of conference meeting so we can sit down and talk about this, because we need to try and show government that people do care about this situation. And there's no point of us or anyone running away from it. Since I've been doing the channels, I started putting my camera up to the skies, to the stars, because I knew that there was something in the back of my mind telling me there was something wrong. And as I said before, with Cryptid Star, kind subscriber, brilliant man, I said basically that back in last year I looked out at the stars and then I saw these two objects moving, and I knew there was something wrong then. I really did. So I've been continuously looking up at the skies. Also as well, there's a situation where they're chemtrailing every day now here in the UK. They're covering our sun, our natural sun, as it's coming up on the horizons. They're chemtrailing every day. Also, I'm getting reports of another kind, respectable man, gentleman called Ian Gordon from the UK. He's emailed me every single day without fail, in the morning and the evening and night times. And I respect that. That is such a kind gentleman. Very clever man. And he's so into noticing that what's going on is completely wrong. He's known for years. He's seen the changes. And also, basically, he's stood by me through this. And we all need to stand by each other all the time, because it's so important that we get the truth out there. Now, Ian Gordon had turned around and said that the next door neighbour had all the flowers that was blooming in the back garden. He noticed this. And he's thinking, hold on, we're in the northern hemisphere in the UK here. Why are all the flowers growing now bright, as if it's summertime, springtime already? Well, the thing is though, he already knows that the binary twin is here now, because Earth is basically moving away from our sun. Okay, so we're getting the winter period up here in England, UK. And also basically, it's just a case of we're being tilted, and also because we're moving away from the sun, we're being heated up by the binary twin. We're being heated up by Nemesis. It's here. There's no doubt in it now. They keep chemtrailing and covering up the binary twin. You can see it on the horizon as the sun's coming up or going down. Look at the reflections on the horizons. It's completely different colour. Cryptid Star showed me and told me as well the yellow colour that he showed me an item of. The yellow colour is Nemesis is eclipsing our sun. The sun is behind, and Nemesis is on its way now. There's no way we can get away with this. We can't change anything. No one can push it away, because basically before in the past, and there's proof and evidence that the poles have shifted many times before because of Nemesis. And basically, as I said before, up in Antarctica and other places around the world, there's underground cities and stuff that's 20 miles under of ice that's packed over them, and the military know this, and they won't let nobody near it, you see, because they don't want the truth to come out, to stop mass panic. It's so much evidence is out there now. It's pouring out, and people are starting to understand now that the system is real. It's here. It's not going anywhere. And also, government are panicking about this, and they've been spending millions and billions of dollars, trillions, to build up their bases, and hoping that they would run away and hide until the shift is over and they can come back aboard and hopefully save their banking system and start afresh, depopulating the whole of the world. Because they know, and it's been documented before, that they want people gone so they can start afresh because it's getting out of control. That's totally unfair because we all humans should live on our land and just enjoy our lives. We don't need all this with the government, with all the lies and the covering up of situations. This is a huge natural event. And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen. Because I believe that we will go to other lives in the future and stuff. And life doesn't end just here. Because we're all special beings, spiritual. And it's so serious to know and understand that the truth is out there looking right at us. But NASA and governments still use their satellites and this simulator object, which I just want it gone. And I think that other people just want it gone as well, because it's harming us and it's harming the plant life and the animal life as well, because it's blocking our natural sun, which we need, which will help us and grow. It's vitamin D and all sorts of other chemicals around inside us that we need all these situations to live and thrive. But because it's being covered and a lot of the chemicals that we need from the sun is basically blocked, so we're walking around like zombies sometimes, I wake up sometimes and feel a bit heavy, straight, just fuzzy, just not feeling right. And it's totally unfair. But basically, we just got to keep going, because I just believe that we just got to keep strong as humans, because we can be strong for this situation. And it's so good now, as I said before, that Scott Nibru, Planet X channel, 2016, very kind man. He's very passionate about this as well. Very, very passionate. He knows that this system is coming. It's not going to go away. And also with the other guys as well. Dill Martin, just a great guy doing his excellent work with his input, and his channel is just showing the proof all the time. He knows it's coming. And he sent me an email, way before Christmas, asking to meet up and that. And I respect that fully. And Martin, thank you very much for offering that situation. It's just things in life at the moment. Very busy with my son and everything, so we're just rooting through the situation with that. And we're basically, things are doing well for my son at the moment. But I will get back to you on that situation. But have a happy new year, mate. And also Stephen Wayne. They are fantastic people that just basically are showing the proof as well. That the binary twin are coming in. They're showing different evidence, and it's just basically trying to show the situation that the government are lying and sending all these different news media reports of what's happening out in space, and making up stories to keep our eyes down and forget about it and not worry about these things. Well, let me tell you one thing now. We should worry, because we need to prepare. We're awake. The awake ones know what's going on. So every day now we see the sun in its situation and its state where it's different now. It's not the same anymore. So basically, for everybody that's teaming up now and grouping around and looking at the other channels and respecting them, Gator Lynn, another lady, respectable lady, she's doing fantastic work, and I respect her, and her looking at the skies and the stars are fantastic. What she can see, and also Sharice Nelson as well, fantastic lady that helped me start the new channel and got me strong to carry on. Very, very kind lady for what she's done. So I respect you, Sharice. Thank you for doing that for me. Also, going out in the evenings and that in that tent and that sleeping bag, and doing all them films and that and videoing and stuff. And in the summertime, it was warm, and basically it was okay to do that in the summertime. But now winter's here; it's a lot more colder. So I go out now and again, and I basically video the stars and what have you for a short period of time. But the thing is, though, it is very cold at night time here in the UK. So what I'll do is, when it comes summer again, when the weather comes warmer in spring, I will go back out and I will do more footage for you. Also, it's just amazing now. I've made many friends as well. Many, many good, kind people that have basically respected me and pushed me through. I get emails every day, and it's fantastic how people are so respectable and kind. And also, going back to the presentation situation, I will when I find somewhere, I will email everybody, and hopefully that people will turn up, which I'm sure they will. I've had people that are offered to help me out with chairs, as I said before, and amplifiers and stuff, and sound equipment, so we can go through the presentation and get it right. And also putting up some monitors for people to watch what we're all saying and what's going on around the world. Prep Aussie, he's another complete great guy, truther, that basically shows that the situation is in hand with the government, the money system, the banking system is falling apart. And Marshall Masters, fantastic guy, he's been working for years showing and reporting about the system, that it's here and it's not going anywhere. And basically Chris Potter as well, again, just to basically say respect to you, mate. Your channel was fantastic. I loved your work, and all the evidence and the videos and all the subscribers that was sending you them images in, and you were showing them on the videos. Excellent, absolutely mind-blowing, fantastic. There's many more. There's many more people that's out there that's knowing the system's coming in, because the reflections are here now, and it's so important. And I'm just going to keep doing the cams. I want to try and get it in more HD, high definition, so I can get a more clear shot for you guys. It's just very important that we know that we're in a binary system, because many stars, nearly all of them, are in binary systems. And why did NASA, right at the beginning, lie to us? I don't understand. They should have told us. They really should have told us. The reason why is because we have the pole shift coming, and the pole shift's been here before. So they don't want to cause any mass trouble, any panic. They just want to close the book and keep it away, stick it in the archives, and just, that's it, finished. So anyway, thank you for listening to me on this brief comment on this video, and I will basically do another video shortly, because I take it, as I said, I've got a passion for it, and I just like to, I've seen it before, as I said, you know, I saw it a few times now, and it blew me away on the 25th of July 2016, around about 8:30, 8:45. I saw it 100%. It was there at the 4 or 5 o'clock position of the sun, and it was a red, huge ball, and it had white lines across it and things like a haze, and then the cloud in just come in front of it, and then that was it. These chemtrails had basically covered it. So they don't cover it all the time. You've got to be persistent. Always be persistent. If you've got a camera, just leave it pointing at the sun for about 15 hours, or in the night time, just leave a camcorder on for about 15, 12 hours, and you will pick up some strange objects. See, on the time-lapse cams as well, in the past, it's just basically leaving it and plugging it in and just letting it run. And then what you do is afterwards you just look at the footage, and you can see exactly what you've picked up. Anyway, thank you very much for listening to this, and I will come back to you. I respect you all. You're all fantastic people. I stuck an advert on my other video, and it's supposed to be another advert, but that one was on there. I've got hundreds of different adverts, and I stuck the wrong one on. But anyway, we can't win all the time, can we? You know, putting the right and wrong stuff up and that and everything. But we know for a fact that Nibiru, Nemesis, is out there 100%. And I'm not going to stop until I see these objects clear, and I'm not going to stop until you have as well. I want you all to see the binary system. It's here. Anyway, take care. Cheerio. Clouds, as the hydrogen has been burnt from them. You can see there on the horizon that thick cloud that's covering Nibiru. Nibiru would be there to the right-hand side. These heavenly bodies are here. They've been lurking in our outer solar system. They broke through the Kuiper belt, and they headed our way. They are the right side of the sun. The sun's gone down, but the thing is, though, you can see the reflection there of Nemesis, the brown dwarf star that's been around here 5 to 6 times before. It's caused so many problems. It's caused earthquakes, tsunamis, very high tsunamis, 600 and 700 miles. Media had actually brought out newspapers out and reported this, that the large heavenly body, which would be Nibiru, the brown dwarf star, on the other side of the Kuiper belt, on the regions of Pluto, that basically they shut that down. They shut that report down as a heavenly body lurking in the outer regions of the solar system. Many people still remember that. I've still got my news cut in on that. My granddad basically kept that report, and I've got that logged in a folder. So it's true. The news media basically slammed it down. Now they can't say anything. They're not allowed to. As again, I spoke to the. I'm going to show you some footage now of the sunset. You can see the brown dwarf binary twin, Nemesis. So I'm going to show you this now. It's very important that you subscribers see this, and also the viewers that are all around the world. So here we go with the sunset, and you can see where the chem clouds are breaking up, and you can see the binary twin. Here we are. Here's the sunset, and the sunset has gone now. The sun has gone down, and there you can see on the left-hand side, you can see the reflection from Nemesis. Nemesis is a binary twin. Our sun has a binary twin star. And also where you can see the chem clouds, the covering and the protons are now in speed that will cover the land. It's done this before, 6 times before. And also there's been great people that have studied Nibiru and the binary twin Nemesis and Helion and the moons. They've studied them for many years. You've got Carlos Ferrada, fantastic guy in the past, where he was so into this and wanted the truth to come out to the public. But there again, government and media, the powers to be, just turned a blind eye and switched it all off. They didn't want us to know what was going on. And also as well, as I said before, in the 1980s, 1983, we had News BBC, and I spoke to news media, and they just turned around saying nothing. They don't want anything to do with it. They just basically think that, as I said before, the chemtrails are just normal contrails. Nobody wants to say anything because they don't want mass panic. They don't want to lose their banking system, as I said, in their shops. People buying and spending and the tax. It's all being documented out there now, and basically we're being made a fool of. We're basically having our eyes covered. And also you can see there on the sea there, you can see the redness of the binary twin that's reflecting. We see this every morning, early hours, and we see it in the evenings.